Hello everyone, and welcome to a new playthrough of Invisible, Inc. Before we get started, I want to give sort of a meta announcement, which is not terribly important. It's just, I don't know, this is going to be the first playthrough recorded on my new computer, first anything recorded on this new computer, really. I mentioned back in like Game 4, I think, that I'd gotten a new computer, and I've finally got it set up to do recording, so I'm happy to get going on that, but it does mean that my setup is all different, and so I will probably be messing up some things that I had finally figured out back on the old computer, between like audio video settings and like bumping the microphone with my hand. I'm now using like a headset mic instead of the laptop's built-in mic, so who knows, things could go wrong. Hope you guys will bear with me. We're gonna play on Expert Plus as we have been. And let's skip this. God. Okay, here we are, in the game. And, I was thinking about who I want to play as, and I don't want to just random. Doing that was a little bit frustrating. Another thing is, I'm at a different screen resolution now. Like, my monitor is much wider, and it has a wide resolution. I've got it set up so that it looks like the same to you guys, I think, maybe? But I don't know. I'm having trouble reading some of the text, and I can't figure out how to fix it. I think that's fine, because I don't need to know what any of the text in this game says. It's all pretty good about, like, icons and stuff. Anyway, so, I've never really had... Oh my god, shut up. How do I...
enhancement.
Okay. See you later, Central. I've never really had a Sharp game go well. I've only tried, like, once. I didn't get super far. I don't remember what happened. The other question is, like, who to take as my second agent. Internationale is an option. She's very good, right? I mean, her augment is one of the best. But it's a duplicate hacker, which is not a humongous thing, right? Like, that's not really what Sharp is famous for, and it is what Internationale is famous for. But I think I want to try Olivia. Because maybe I'll get the hang of how to use this crybaby. And also having two agents who are like sort of focused on doing melee damage. Maybe I can do sort of a more KO heavy style. Which so far, I mentioned in my last playthrough, the only way that I really know how to use Crybaby involves like tossing it, having a guard pick it up, and then like, oh great, now the guard has it, and you gotta knock him out, or steal from him if you want it back. So, maybe I can use the Crybaby more effectively in a KO-focused sort of game, is a thing I'm thinking, maybe. Also, though, she starts with Anarchy, and I just think it's real nice to have Anarchy on the first mission, because then you don't have to KO the guards just to get their money, or their security cards. So, that's sort of like, oh, great, we'll be a KO heavy style, but let's have Anarchy so we don't have to KO guards. Yeah, there's some inconsistency there. But I think we can play a little bit more KOing if that seems useful, and if it doesn't, then we've got Anarchy as sort of the style that I'm used to taking, of like not attacking guards too much. And programs to use, Fusion, yeah, it's alright. But I think I want to go with like Seed. Seed Golem seems like outrageously good. You get basically like 2 firewalls every turn from Golem. And if you later pick up another program that you'd rather use instead of Golem, you know, you can have Golem just sort of slowly ticking away at a discount while you use the other program with Seed for a while, and then you get a cheap Golem later. So, I don't know, it seems good. Campaign options we already looked at. They're just the default Expert Plus. I don't really feel a need to make it harder or anything. And again, we'll be skipping all of the story exposition bits. Ah, boy, I hope the sound levels are right. I tested them, but it sounds a little loud in my ears. Like, I tested the recording, and the recording sounded alright, so I'm hoping it stays that way. Okay, well, we're sort of at a pretty clear, I think, oops, don't sit in that car, thing is that, like, there's a computer here, and we have one guy who's better at hacking than the other, right? So let's send Sharp over this way. And I'll put Olivia here. No one seems to be looking at this door. Good. So I think the first mission is the hardest. Just because, like, you cannot move. Wow, really? Okay. That's a room. You just, like, can't move around at all. Like, your agents just don't have very much AP, and so everything you do takes forever, which just means the alarm levels go up real fast. Oh, that's very friendly. Thank you, sir. This is like a perfect setup to just pop out here, grab his stuff, and leave him alone. We could even peg him up to right here if we wanted to maybe somehow leave a bit more room for Sharp to come through so that he won't walk through this way. I don't know if that's so productive. We are... That's a red door, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I think the important thing for Sharp to do this turn, of course, is to come down and grab some power. Well, I say of course, but actually with Seed Golem, we probably don't need any power at all. And now that we've done that, we see that Sharp doesn't actually need any help at all. So, let's see, this guy... Yeah, there's no way he's going to see us up here, so let's just come up here. And, do I dare open that door right now? I don't think so. I'm just going to wait right here, and then next turn open the door. On the other hand, what if there's a guard standing right here who can see me while this door is open? I don't think there will be, but there could. We could choose to move Olivia here. And avoid that problem, but then we have the problem instead of not being able to see what's going on in this room, and I'd rather know what's going on up here, I think, so I'll take the slight risk of someone standing right here. Okay, it didn't happen. Yeah, thanks for letting me know about the tactical view. Okay, so we do have to get into this room. It would be nice to do it before the camera turns on, but it's not a huge deal, we can hack it. Also, importantly, we found the power supply, so we can get through here. That's fine. Good, no one's coming. So I think we'll send Sharp down this way, Olivia up here, and we'll decide whether we send Sharp through here or here when we know more about what's on the other side of this door. Could be a camera right here. I think I will peek just in case. There's not. Okay, so that is actually not a room that anyone wants to go into. And we'll just keep the door closed, and we won't be able to get to this power, but this camera won't be a problem. And that guard is stationary, evidently. Let's check this room for cameras as well. None are apparent. We could sprint if we wanted, but this guy... We have to end our turn in a place that he is going to be able to reach and hear. So there's really no reason to take such an outrageous risk. He doesn't end his turn right here, does he? No, he should have more moves than that, 'cause he got to hear 1, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. We can peek for cameras while we're waiting. Okay. Oh, shoot, I forgot to hack one of these things last turn. Well, let's... Oh, did I? No, it's still the same turn that I found them. Okay. So we could, for like, if we wanted, we could take this camera, and we probably will, because there'll be a turn when we don't have anything to spend the power on. But right now, we don't plan to need it. It's not that important to get in there and grab the power. Agents look done. Yes, very good. Now this turn, I think it may be a good idea to sprint, because we can... hang on. He'll hear us if we sprint. He'll hear us, like, up here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll probably hear, like, one of these 2 tiles. Maybe that's fine. It's okay for him to hear me here, isn't it? Or here? Yeah, I think I don't mind letting him hear me sprint in, like, that kind of area.
Hold on. Can you hear something?
Just so I can get out into the world a little bit faster. Yeah, he actually hears as far as this, huh? That's not a good place for him to hear, honestly. Because it's hard for me to... this makes it worse, not better. Can I, like, get his attention here?
I heard something.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. So this has only saved me 1.5 moves, because instead of ending my turn here, I can end it here. Compared to not sprinting. But this guard is not gonna see us, so we haven't... The sprint hasn't made things worse, and it's made things very marginally better. I think we could have done better if I'd realized how far he could hear. But that's not what happened, because I didn't realize that. Okay, so I think we'll send Central up. Ooh. This guy... is looking... There's no way through here without being noticed by him, at least. So there's a few things we could do about that. One, we could knock him out. 2, we could distract him up to here and then back off. I think that's better. I don't think there's much need to knock this guy out. Good, we got a pass card. Could we get him up to here? We could, but then we couldn't really get to safety anymore. So this would be part of a knock him out plan, would be to, like, we could get to here and then knock him out. I'm not really convinced that's a great idea. But it may be the best way to get by him in a single turn. Because the problem is, let's say we distract him to here and then get back here, right? If we do that, we'll have 1 turn to get by him, but he may, we won't necessarily be comfortable going through the door on the same turn. We just don't have many action points. Getting all the way across the room is a challenge. And then when he comes back here, he'll resume looking at the door, and we'll have to figure things out again. So it may actually, I think, be pretty reasonable to come up here and knock him out. Alternatively, we could get him to here and then hope... we can do some sprint tapping to distract him for 2 full turns. I think that's a plan. Yes, okay. So his peripheral vision is not updated after he turns, which means we can stand right here, and he won't notice us. He'll just walk in front. Then we'll sprint tap to get him looking at, like, here or something innocuous. Maybe here. And then finish walking the rest of the way across the room. Okay, that's a good way to get Central out. This is free, so I'll take the camera. That's a lot more important to me than the power supply, since it blocks this computer, whereas the power supply doesn't really block anything.
Investigating area. Must be imagining things.
Investigating the area. Now we can't see anything.
I gotta say, it doesn't sound any better to you guys, but these headphones are pretty cool, and it sounds better than it did before, to me. So, you know,
Did you hear that?
if you care, you can revel in the knowledge that the game just sounds a little better to me, and I'm enjoying it a bit more. My old headphones were fine, but these are just a bit nicer is all. So what we're going to do is this.
Did you hear that?
And then deactivate sprint. And now we can take this door with the amount of care it deserves. I was hoping there wasn't going to be a safe right there. Because I want to end my turn right in front of the door after peeking so I can see what's going on back here, but I also want the money right now. And I may not ever be sending an agent through this room again. Right, maybe we'll send Alex Sharp this way. I don't know. His name is Alex, but we don't usually call him Alex. I don't know. Him and Tony, maybe. Anyway, maybe I'll send him this way and send her up this way and discover the exit is like here, and so we never need to come back through this room. So I kind of do need to grab this now. It's just a question of, like, do I grab it this turn? I need to grab it soon. Does it have to be this turn? I think I will. And just hope to deal with this door next turn. I'm glad we bought ourselves some extra time with this guy. Of course, I mean, who wouldn't be glad to have extra time? But still, it's proven useful in a way I didn't expect. Okay, good. We heard a guard up here, so we at least know there's something to be worried about.
Must be jumping.
It seemed like he ended around here, facing northeast. Okay, he didn't hear or see us open the door there. Yeah, and he's going back this way. We have enough move points to confirm that, so let's peek. Yes. So I'm just going to grab his money and hang out right here. I didn't hear anyone come through this door. Hope I'm not wrong about that. So this guy now can't actually see this door, I believe. Maybe he can, but it certainly isn't in his direct view. No. Alright, good. So we'll just head out here. And how important is it to me to get a good peek on this room this turn? Like, I could choose to open this door, right, before peeking to get a better view. The risk is there might be a guard. But I think if there is, I don't mind knocking him out. Okay. Good. We found this is an important room to know about, obviously. This is the executive terminal room. It'll be in here. There could be another door out back here, maybe. I'm guessing probably not from the layout of the facility. So we'll have to send Alex Sharp through this as well. Okay, let's grab this camera. And I think we're all set. No need to take either of these right now. We can always get them for 4 power anytime we want, and they're not needed urgently. You have an AP left, so let's peek, get you a slightly better view when this guy opens the door. Oops, enter to enter. Okay, so he's going in here. There's another door up this way. Don't know necessarily which one will be easier to deal with, so let's just follow this guy for now. And we should be able to hide out right here. It's not necessarily clear that there's anything worth finding here. I could go here and then here. Or I could go here and then here. This is a little better in one way, in that, like, if there's something to be seen over here, I'm more likely to see it. But I don't need to see the stuff. What I need is to avoid being seen by a camera that's placed right here. And I believe that such a camera couldn't see this space, but I'm not sure, so I'll play it safe and go like this. Next turn I'll just peek, confirm that there's nothing back here, and duck out. Could be there's a safe right here. Kind of a similar formation to this one, you know? I'm gonna sprint. I really want to expedite this process, and if there's a guard, I can knock him out. It won't be a
I
disaster.
bet they're writing gripping TPS reports on that.
Okay. I'm not going to pick this up this turn. I could run back here, but there could be a guard over here who would hear me, and then I'd be caught out in the open. So instead what I'm going to do is run here, peek. Okay, so there is another door. So we're probably going to grab this and then go that way. Grab something free. It's obviously that. How many guards have we seen so far? 3, right? The one here, this one, and this one. So that's, there should be one more. Yep, there it is. Can I get away with sprinting? Well, okay, A, probably not, and B, no, because I have already used up an action point this turn. I suppose that this argues for an improved default plan, which is if you're going to peek or something like that as your first action, you should sprint first so that you retain the option of sprinting for that turn. And then if you choose not to do so, you can just unsprint before you make any noise. Alright, well that's a thing to learn. So from here, 4 moves gets me exactly to here and no further, which is fine. I don't mind being there. Then we can get through here, hopefully in 1 turn, maybe in 2. It just occurred to me now that if I pick this up, Olivia is out of AP, so she's like moving all the guards around is a bit of a concern, right? I think it's probably fine because she can just A, this guard is not likely to come in here at all this turn if we do that, and B, like she can handle the guard, it's fine. So I think I will actually grab this now. We're gonna have to do it at some point, and it's not like I have the facility so well under control that I can put it off as long as I want.
Good job. You've got the site list. They noticed you
Where's
poking
this
about
guy
and have
going?
changed up their patrols. Be careful on your
Actually,
way
could
out.
he even get into this room? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, definitely. Son of a gun. Alright, well. This is, like, not that bad. We'll just hang out. Ah, he's going here. Oh, I see. Alright. Well, I'm glad-ish we sprinted. I suppose I could just hang out here and wait for him to pass by. But I'd rather be here, so that I can, like, investigate any guard who might come through this area. I want to get back to this spot, basically, is a good place to hide and see what's going on. Or maybe run past him and get to, like, here, but that seems pretty dangerous, so I probably won't. Okay, we're done moving and we're done hacking. Very good. Next turn. No, that guy's
Must be jumping.
done already. Did I hear anything back here? I wasn't sure if there were footsteps. I definitely didn't hear anything with my actual ears, but I might have seen little footstep circles. Not sure. Okay, and we're sort of in, like, combat mode right now, so I opened that door because I'm like, you know, if anyone's looking at this door, it's because they were planning to go through it anyway. So I don't mind, oh, there's the exit. I don't mind knocking them out if so. Okay, so here's a question. Is Olivia going to come back and try to help with whatever Alex is up to? How much facility is left? We've so far hit 3 safes. There are 2 more back here for Alex to get. That's quite a few. Running this way will actually slow this guard down, which is a thing I am in favor of. Will it, though? I mean, we can get him to stop, like, here. But if he does... Yeah, actually, that's good. Let's get him to stop here. and then end our turn in this cover. That way he'll examine all of these squares, but he won't actually see us. And then next turn we can run out of here. Alternatively, he would go like 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. He would be here and staring straight at the door. I don't want that. So instead, I'll get him to check out this square or something, depending. I guess this one, right? Wow!
Intruder!
There was a guard there. Holy smokes! So... this is an example of, like... the UI issues that this game has. It sort of wants to present me with the sound of guards moving, right? In between turns. But the camera doesn't pan well enough that I actually get that information. Like, I should have heard this guard, because I was standing right here. Clearly his footsteps were in range for me to hear. But because the camera was, like, wanking around over here or whatever, and there was loud music playing, I didn't hear the footsteps, I didn't see the footsteps, and now my agents are not as situationally aware as, like, they ought to be. Right? So this is obviously not ideal. We've alerted 2 guards, and we can get into cover from either one of them, but not from both. This is not a great situation to be in. He's definitely getting KO'd. We'll try to rescue him, but no guarantees on that. We don't have any med gel, and our agents are very weak. They don't have the strength to drag anyone far at all. So I think Olivia's going to have to go looking for med gel at a shop to rescue him. I'll see what I can do. Let's grab this. Ugh, God. Actually, now, I played the last playthrough without hitting any rewinds. And generally, that's what I would like to do. Because I like the idea of being exposed and then my every action matters and so on, and having to think carefully about my plays. What I don't like is not being given information that the game is trying to give me that I'm supposed to have because of, like, camera issues in the game. And I don't mind using a rewind to patch that over. So, yeah, let's go ahead and use one. Get me back to the game that I am trying to play, and not this, like, slightly buggy other game.
Good job. You've got
Okay,
the
so I'm
cyclist.
going to
They
replay
noticed
the
you
actions that
poking
I
about
took.
and have changed up their patrols. Be careful on your way out.
Notably, I believe I did this. Yeah, and saw that he was coming here, and then I hit here. I don't want a mulligan on this turn. I want to take those same actions, including even this unnecessary peek? Question mark? Yes. Since, you know, whatever. I just want to not have taken that one action that I would not have taken if the game had been able to give me the information it was trying to give me. I find that more interesting. And you remember I talked about it. I thought maybe I saw a shadow of a footprint, but it was like up here, right? So I don't know. But clearly there's a guy over here. What is the most ethical way to use that information? Also, well, let's use this thing we remember about, like, hey, if you're gonna observe someone first, turn on sprint before you do. Okay, so this guy is going where? Here? No, that's where the other guy's going, right? We already observed this guy, and he seems to be going to the very same square. That's strange. Alright, well, I don't mind pulling this guy away from that plan to come up here instead.
I heard something.
I know this is still the exit, but I want to know that fair and square as opposed to by, like, having used my rewind. That's not the kind of thing I want to use my rewinds for, you know, gaining information that I couldn't have as an agent in the real game world. Now, having sprinted, I could get as far as here and then, like, knock him out, but I don't... actually, I do want to do that.
Hold on. You hear
I want to get here, but I don't want to knock him out. What I want to... Wait, doesn't she have a crybaby? What happened? What? Shouldn't I have started with a crybaby? Wasn't that the whole point of picking Olivia? What's wrong? Alright, well, I was going to toss a crybaby to distract him from investigating me, but I guess instead I'm gonna knock him out. And then, like, go look at the character creation screen and see, like, why don't I have the thing I was supposed to have? Is there some bug with one of my mods, maybe? Who knows? Alright, so how much does this guy around the corner see? A lot. And where is he going? Right, he's going there. This guy's going back here. So we want to... This is a good place to hide, like I said earlier. There really is no better place. Well... I mean, here is... fine. Nobody would see it. Is it closer to the goal? To where we want to be? Well, it's like 1, 2.5, 3, 4, 5.5 to get here. Whereas if we're here, it's 3, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5. Yeah, it's one square closer to the other side of the facility. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I'll hide out here. Kind of a shame we're gonna have to knock this guy out, but I'll live with it, I guess. We've taken a lot of cameras, so we'll at least be able to keep an eye on him even though he's not tagged. Cooldown, yeah. Wow, it's giving me a lot of help tips, even though... What? Oh my god, that one's my fault. I didn't realize which direction he was facing when he got here. I thought there was like a solid wall. Alrighty. And we can't knock him out because we're on Expert Plus. Anyway, I was saying that it's giving me a lot of help tips at the beginning of a game that I don't get normally. And I guess that's because this is a new computer. There must be some, even though it's got like all my saves and so on from the old one and all my mods and everything, it seems like there's a few things that are not stored in saves but are stored locally, and so those didn't sync, and so it thinks I've never used anything before. Okay, fine. Well, we're not really getting away from this guy. They're both coming for him. So this is one I deserve. I definitely would not use a rewind for this. And now all 4 guards on the level are alerted, and 3 of them are headed straight for Sharp. Well, we might as well get into some better cover before we get shot.
We don't want the corps interrogating our agents. Do not leave them bleeding on the field.
I thought you corpse like with an E. Wow. I was like, don't let a corpse interrogate you. But okay, the corporations. We can get as far as here without any particular issue. And in fact, here is fine as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure about this though. Actually, I'm quite sure it's no good because this guy will be coming around the corner. We're gonna have a heck of a time extricating Sharp from this if we can. But this is what I say. What I mean when I say like the first mission is the hardest. You like don't have any emergency tools available, and I just make these little mistakes that like on a more advanced playthrough, or a further advanced, a playthrough with more time put into it. Boy, this was such a dumb idea. Why am I in this room? Why am I trying to get into this room? I can't get down here, which is where I would need to be safe. I don't know where these guys are going. It's possible I would be safe here, but it's quite possible that I won't. So instead, I'm just going to leave this door open and come back here. And grab this. Okay. So I think we're probably not gonna win this playthrough, but I'm gonna go ahead and soldier through just like I did in the mission in the last playthrough that seemed like it was a disaster, but I actually managed to salvage, and it was like a lot of fun. I definitely enjoy salvaging disasters. And, you know, it's not impossible. This guy should still... Yeah, okay. I'm not sure where he's going. I hope he doesn't look at us here, because if he does, we're dead. I don't have a lot of other options. I need to make good time. Yeah, he's still going that way. This guard's awake now.
Looking around.
Good, more guards. Okay, well, at least they're not alert. Not really feeling good about sprinting at this point. You know what? I'm in a hurry. No. I'm not in such a hurry that I'm going to ignore the possibility of cameras, I don't think. Sorry, where's this guy going? Over there. Fine. Well, we'll give him a nasty surprise when he comes around the corner, I guess. I was thinking next turn I would zap him over here, but I'd rather just zap him now and get my thing, my disruptor not off cooldown more quickly. Or not on cooldown, back off cooldown? I don't know. I forgot it still raises the alarm when you knock out someone who's already been knocked out, but I mean, we didn't... I could have chosen to let him go, and there's the shop. Give me this, give me this. Okay, and this is the end of the facility. Oh, I should have sprinted, what an idiot. Wasted like 2 or 3 AP there. Alright, so I need the med gel, please. And I don't need this, which means that I can pick up another thing if I want it. But honestly, these are all not amazing. A Buster Chip 2 is... No, we have Seed Golem, we're fine. Likewise the EMP. Okay, so this guy's down for 2 turns. So we can head up to this and finish getting it next turn. I think we might be able to salvage this. Yeah, it could happen. The hard part isn't over yet. The hard part is coming up. The part of getting past all those guards, it looked a little hard because they were all in the same place. But they were all very predictable because they were all going straight for sharp. Now we have guards on the loose who could be going anywhere. Alright, we'll just keep this guy pinned for a turn and then forget about him. I wish I had more camera coverage in this area. But I don't. Once I get sharp back, maybe the difficulty will go... Oh, they just found a downed agent. That's no good. Once I have sharp back, in some ways the difficulty will adjust in a good direction because we have more agents. But in some ways it'll get harder because... Well, it won't get harder, but we have... I'll be happy to have sharp back, but it won't be easy still because there's still a lot of guards to deal with. Now, do I sprint? I kind of think I do. I know it attracts the attention of this guard, which I'm not happy about. But my Neural Disruptor is ready. I can knock him out. And if I don't, he could go anywhere, right? I think, in fact, what I should do is not sprint because there could be two guards in this area. Like, I kind of want to peek and see what's going on, but there could be two guards and I couldn't KO them both. You know, some things could happen. I probably should have brought the security pass. It might have been convenient to be able to duck around this door. I dropped it, of course, so I could pick up another thing, but when I didn't pick up another thing, I should have grabbed the pass back. Oh man, is he just staring right at me? That's pretty bad, actually. Maybe I should have KO'd him. Yeah, and the new guard's coming from here. I was hoping he'd be up in the northeast instead. Alright, where's he going? Coming straight over here. And we don't know what this guy's doing. No, we do. He's preparing to hunt. So I could KO this guy as he passes by. Or I could hide in here. Not sure what I want to do. How long's the cooldown on this? 3 turns with a 2-turn KO. I think it cost me an alarm level. That's the main problem. I think it's nice for him to be KO'd because it means if this guard sees him on his way out, he'll slow down and be like, whoa, there's a guard! But it cost me an alarm level, so like gaining 1 turn from this guy being distracted, it's like it cost me a turn already. It's not really a big win. Of course, it's also faster to be standing here instead of here, so that's nice. Yeah, I think we'll KO this guy. Oh, whoops! This is KOing him. Also, I really wish I had a Crybaby. Don't know why I don't. That was the whole point of taking Olivia. Maybe it's Central who starts with 1 and I'm just confused?
Looking around.
Okay. The guard who's not alert went that way, which is good. There's an alert guard in, like, this area. I heard him walking around. Should I, like, stand on this side of him? I don't think so. Let's be standing here when we revive him. Alright, and now you can scout ahead quietly. It's also real nice at this point to have 2 weapons, by the way. Yeah, let's get to here. And ambush. Now that we've concluded nothing is coming this way, we can, yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna make it out of here. I think we'll be okay. Phew. I heard 2 guards down here, but they didn't sound like they were running. I'm pretty sure there's someone up here still, but I don't know. I don't see him anywhere. I'm gonna have Sharp shut this door, just so they don't happen to see us as they walk by. Get to here? Yeah. Oh my god, I left this door open. Yeah, it's on cooldown too. Okay, maybe this was not the best place to leave her. Goodness gracious. Well, I hope no one comes around this corner anytime soon. Actually, these doors are... This door is closed, which is interesting. I guess it makes sense. I don't think there's anyone in here. They would have come out by now. They're all down on this side. I hope. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this door. And I'm gonna let Sharp trail behind a little bit. Stand here and ambush anyone who comes through this door. Anyone coming through this door we can deal with from behind, probably. This door is a problem, but it's a little bit late to deal with it. Ah, where are the footsteps? I wish I could hear them. Please. Okay. There is a guard in there, and we can deal with him. He's going up there. That's fine. We will just hang out right here? Yeah, I think so. They're about to hit level 5, which means they'll find out about us, but that's not actually that big a problem.
Looking around.
The one guard who can get to us, we're already about to KO, so... And of course, you know, these guys are going to be way too far behind to get to us.
Investigating.
Alright, knock this guy out. Gained a lot of power from that, right? Or, what is her thing? She has no augment either. What? I might actually, like, quit this playthrough and start over, because I don't understand what is going on with Olivia. She has, like, no item, she has no augment. I don't know what's wrong. But, having rescued this first mission is a pretty cool and good accomplishment for me, since it kind of looked like we were in a lot of trouble. We had to buy a med gel, but that was all.
I'm sure they won't miss it.
Alright, well, I don't know if we're going to have another episode in this playthrough. It's sort of going to depend on my investigation of what is going on with Olivia. Maybe it's, like, totally normal. It doesn't seem like it to me, but... anyway, we're alive. Incredible. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next episode, whether it's in this playthrough or another. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.